Peace Chapter 1012 just dropped, and there is a lot to talk about. So let's let me just start by talking about the Scabbards and the fights the Oda is setting up for them in the future. So Nekoma Mushi fighting Perospero, which
Yeah,
no one saw coming actually. Nobody saw that coming because
yeah, of course.
a few chapters ago we saw
Yeah,
Perospero told Carrot that it's not his fault that Pedro died because Pedro blew himself up. So how is it
yeah,
his fault? But in this chapter, Nekomamushi, no one knew that Nekomamushi did not know that Pedro died. So he just found out that Pedro died. That's why he's pissed. So
yeah,
if
he's getting
Nekomamushi
emotional.
wins, I think Nekomamushi would destroy Perospero.
Yeah, of course, like any day, because yeah, like yeah, I don't like. Of course, Perisper is strong, no doubt, but in like Nekomamushi is a leader. Like he's one of the best fighters in the Zoo Kingdom, and yeah,
Yeah, he also
and
fought
he's of course one
Black.
of the nine scared birds.
Yeah,
So yeah, I think he'll defeat him, of course.
yeah, I think so. But
And but we still don't know what's going on with that. Like what's the background check of character? Still don't know. So I really want to see that. Like
yeah, I think
I
so.
was hoping that we could see something, what's going on with Carrot, because right now we know that Negomamashi is gonna fight Perospero. So like is
Yeah, go ahead.
So yeah, of course, yeah, that we still don't know what's going on with Carrot and Perospero, and like right now we know that Nekomamushi is gonna go fight Perospero. So I think in the next or like next other chapters we can see what's going on with them.
Yeah, also the other scabbards regarding
What?
Kinemon, he's going towards Momonosuke to protect him. So I
Yeah,
find it yeah, I expected that from Kinemon anyways. And the other scabbards, I think they will end up fighting some other characters also. So
yeah, of course.
and Momonosuke reading Oden's journal, that's a huge thing because
Of course.
if
Like
he
we,
finds out about the One Piece and the Void Century, then the case of him being on the crew does not remain that strong because if he already knows what's the word century and what are the poneglyphs and everything, then what's the meaning
hmm
of sailing with the straw hats to find out the truth if you already know what's what? But I don't think
no,
that
but do
Oden
you?
wrote down every single detail about the D's and the word century. I
Yeah,
think he wrote the details about his adventures from island to island, but I don't think he wrote anything about Raftel because uh,
yeah,
he was a
uh,
smart dude. He knows that the other big name pirates are after the One Piece, and they would figure out that Oden would have
hmm
a journal of some sort. So I don't think he wrote anything that would be too revealing. So that even if
yeah.
Kaido did find out about the journal and got his hands on it, he wouldn't be able to, get to Raftel maybe. So there could be better
Yeah,
cases.
like
Uh, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, even I was thinking the same, that like it is more, like, it is not likely possible that Odin's gonna write like every single detail what happened on Raftail, what's the thing in the like what's background check and that during Void
Void
Century and
Century.
shit. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either because
Yeah,
then otherwise,
yeah, and
just reading Odin's
hmm
journal would be enough. You don't need to find the poneglyphs. You don't need to go to Raphael or anything like that. Just
yeah.
reading the Odin's journal
Like
would be enough.
the main purpose, yeah, the main purpose of finding the road phonograph is complete. So I don't think so.
Yeah,
But
and
do
also
you
Yamato.
still believe that,
Yeah, go ahead.
Eric, do you still believe that Momonosuke gonna like become a straw hat after this arc?
I wouldn't mind him at all because I think he has great potential. Imagine him having Conqueror's Haki. Right now, he's showing us the voice of all things with the voices he's been hearing from Luffy and
Yeah.
Kaido. He will learn swordsmanship from Zoro,
Mm-hmm.
and also he can command Zunisha on his own. So imagine his potential.
Yeah, it is possible, and to be honest, it is much more likely to happen. But don't you think it is a too bit early for Momonosuke to join Straw Hats? Like, okay,
He's already he's
if I
already
see
been
Momonosuke joining,
like he's already been
yeah, like
pulling
if
us
I,
from Punk
mhm,
Hazard. Like
yeah, yeah,
it's
I
just going to
know,
be a
but
bit official.
right
That's all.
now, no, but don't you think he'll just be a dead weight for the crew? Like, okay, I understand his potential is really great, but don't you think if this was going to happen, but like for the coming 10 years, Momonosuke joining Straw Hats and then going to like Raftel and finding out, okay, that is much more likely to happen. I think so.
Nah, I
Like,
don't think so because
in
Roger
for
had
like
Shanks
right
and
now,
Buggy, right? Roger had Shanks and Buggy. They were very very
but
young.
they were,
Whitebeard had Blackbeard when he was very very young. So I mean,
yeah.
the great, the greatest of all times. They have some crew members or some young kids as cabin boys.
Hmm.
So I would, I can definitely see Momonosuke and
But
Tama being crew cabin boys. Actually,
no, but do you really think that like young Shanks is almost like capable, like, no, what do you say, is do you really think that like Roger, like the Shanks on Roger's ship was strong, was was not strong, like Momonosuke,
I know
according to
what you're asking. You're
Momonosuke, is
asking is
just a
what I.
dead weight.
No, no, I don't think he's a
Momonosuke is
dead
just a
weight
dead weight
because
for the crew.
he is growing. He is growing all this time. He is growing right now.
Yeah,
He's
he
trying to
is.
figure out how to help
He
the scabbards and all that. He stopped being a crybaby, and also Zoro will teach him some swordsmanship. So that would not just
Yeah,
happen. I mean,
no,
I
but
don't think so.
yeah, of course. Yeah, of course that is possible. But do you
And
like?
also
But to
Yamato
be
might
honest,
join the crew.
yeah, joining, like, if Yamato is joining the crew, then I don't mind.
Yeah, and also
I really don't mind.
that brings me to the point that Yamato said in this chapter that Luffy is fighting Kaido one on one. So she needs to hurry up and get there. So that means
Yeah,
that she will fight Kaido. And I think that she will
yeah.
witness Luffy and Kaido clashing just like Oden witnessed Roger and Whitebeard clash.
Hmm.
I think so that would happen. That would
Yeah,
be a very cool parallel. And also through by fighting
yeah, and then
also by
go
fighting
ahead, go ahead.
Kaido fighting Luffy and Yamato could also trigger the Kaido flashback.
Yeah, of course. That is possible.
Yeah.
No, but I think this is gonna be the same as Odin. Like Odin in the beginning was on Whitebeard's ship, and then he joined Roger just for the last, like, okay, just for the last trip, just for the last adventure. I think even Yamato can join the crew, just to get those adventures. And of course, we know that like Yamato and Ace had a history. So I think her joining Straw Hats is much more likely than Momonosuke and anyone else.
I was saying that Yamato fighting Kaido could also trigger Kaido's flashback. So that would lead into the Rock's flashback as well. So because I think Oda can tie in the Rock's flashback and Kaido's flashback in one flashback.
Yeah, yeah, even yeah, it is more likely to happen, I guess. So
Yeah, I think it will happen very soon because the volume is about to end on chapter 1014. It's the volume end.
hmm,
So I think Oda would end it on a cliffhanger. Maybe Yamato makes it up there. Maybe
yeah,
the Kaido flashback begins on the last panel of 1014. So Oda teases us that way.
hmm,
Maybe that would be good. That would be
yeah,
expected as well.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
my next question is, what do you think of Zoro and Sanji right now? Do you think there's gonna be something big with Zoro again, like in the coming few chapters, or what?
I think that was the best part about the entire chapter. That was the highlight of the chapter for me. It was the funniest shit I've read in a while.
Yeah, even even I can agree to it. Like after a long time, we can see Straw Hats laughing and like cracking jokes and things.
It was
So
absolute
I
gold
like.
comedy, absolute gold comedy. I absolutely loved it. I mean, I see some Zoro fans hating on it because it Sanji carrying Zoro, and I don't really give a fuck about any of that because that's been the dynamic of those three actually, Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji from the very beginning. I mean, when Luffy got knocked out from Apu, Zoro carried him for a few minutes, and now when Zoro got knocked out from Big Mom and Kaido, and Luffy and Sanji carrying them, I mean, that Oda is a troll. Oda is a typical troll, and he did a fantastic job. This is literally pre-time skip One Piece. This is literally pre-time skip One Piece.
Yeah, no, like not of course pre-time skip, because like pre-time skip, the monster trio was so funny. They used to crack so much jokes,
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm saying.
like
Yeah, that's what I'm
like One
saying.
Piece, like One Piece was yeah, One Piece was more of comedy and not of adventure. Like of course it was adventure, of course, but it was more about comedy and things.
Yeah, it
But
was very
right now,
light-hearted.
as you can see, yeah, like right now, at some parts, One Piece has started to get darker, I guess so.
Yeah, it got more serious after the time skip. But we definitely
Yeah,
appreciate these moments between the Straw Hats, between the Monster Trio, because
yeah, of course.
these moments are very rare to come by after in the new world, especially because pre-time skip One Piece
Yeah,
was literally gold for me, and post-time
yeah.
skip the dynamic of the crew, the dynamic is still there, definitely, no question about it. But the only
But
thing,
the story got much more serious right now. Like they
yeah,
are much
yeah,
more goal oriented now rather than pre time skip.
yeah,
This is what I think.
yeah. The interaction between the crew, we just don't get it that much because in this chapter it's a proof of that. We got a few panels of Zoro and Sanji, the typical gag between Zoro and Sanji, and the
Yeah,
whole fandom is loving it, absolutely enjoying eating, because these moments are very rare to come by in the new world. I mean, we were craving for moments between Zoro and Sanji. These are brotherly moments
yeah, of
actually.
course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Even I have thinking that Sanji calling Zoro Mahimo and Moser, and I used
yeah,
to miss that.
yeah. We miss
And
the interaction between Zoro and
yeah,
Sanji. And
yeah, of course, and after a
Oda is
long
a
time.
fucking troll. Oda is a fucking troll for doing this because he portrayed Zoro in such high esteem on the rooftop, and now he's, uh, you know, getting Sanji to carry Zoro when
Dead
Sanji.
weight, being a
And
dead weight right
and
now.
also the thing which I loved the most in the entire chapter was Zoro sleeping in middle of his conversation. That
Yeah,
that that shows
typical Zoro.
that how much trust Zoro has in Sanji.
Zoro on Sanji. Yeah, I know.
Just Zoro has in Sanji. In enemy territory in Onigashima, surrounded by so many enemies, he's dozing off while being carried by Sanji. That just shows the love between the two of them and the trust that these two have. This the crew has in each other. And I
Yeah,
absolutely loved this moment. I mean,
yeah, of
this is
course.
what One Piece is for me actually.
Yeah, like it was such a golden moment, to be honest.
Yeah, it was wholesome. And also Zoro being. So what do you think Zoro does in this arc after this? Do you think he just sleeps the entire arc or just gets gets a fight? Who do you think he
No,
kills?
like not of course. No, like not of course sleeping, but I guess like I don't know. Maybe for a few chapters he will be dozed off out of the scene, and like maybe like we can see helping. We can see him helping Nami or Robin during their fights.
I
If
won't
if
even
their if
think
their
that.
enemies are really strong,
Nah,
maybe
I don't
you
think
know.
so. I think that the only chance that Zoro has of fighting a commander level dude or anything close to that would be if Marco heals him. Otherwise, I don't see him
Yeah.
fighting anyone major
No, even
except for killing
no, like
Orochi.
not even. Yeah,
He
Orochi, of
yeah, he
course,
might kill
Orochi.
Orochi even in this state because let's be honest, Zoro would take 3-4 chapters to get somewhat recovered from this, recovered enough to kill Orochi. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, and of course we have Law. Like he's a doctor, so
No,
of
Law,
course
Law,
he can heal him to
no,
some extent.
I don't think he ditched Zoro and gave him to Sanji later in this chapter. Told him to wrap him up in bandages. So I don't think so.
Yeah,
Law would do anything. I think any chance that Zoro has of getting healed would be coming from Marco.
Marco or Chopper,
Yeah, Chopper too.
because
Yeah, Chopper
like,
too. But Marco can directly
but
heal him completely. Chopper will
no,
heal
but
him like
don't you think?
what?
Yeah, yeah, I understand. No, but don't you think like Marco is fighting right now two commanders. So do you think he'll get enough time to heal Zoro?
I
And
think that
even if he gets time, who do you think will stall those two commanders while Marco is healing Zoro?
no. Listen. Zoro literally said this chapter that if you want to make yourself useful, make it to the live floor. And on the live floor, we all know what's happening. Marco is fighting King and Queen. Drake is fighting Apu. So all the action has been
Yeah,
happening on the live floor, and now all these people are heading towards the live floor. Zoro, Sanji, Nekomamushi is heading towards,
hmm,
yeah, of course, and the remaining scabbards. So they are all heading towards
yeah.
the roof, the live floor,
Even Yamato,
and
yes.
Pero is there too. No, Yamato is heading towards
Hmm.
the rooftop. I'm talking about the live floor where Marco is fighting King and Queen.
Yeah, yeah.
So everyone is heading towards the live floor, and Kid might show up there too. Who knows? Law might show up there. Law might show up towards where CP0 is. We might get a conversation with CP0. Who knows? But I think that they have enough power to hold off King and Queen and Marco healing Zoro if done properly. He
Yeah.
can hold Queen easily. And the Scabbards might hold King off for a few moments so that Marco might heal Zoro or some shit
Mm-hmm.
like that. But the only chance that Zoro has of
Yeah,
defeating someone right now would be if Marco heals him. That's the only way I see it. Otherwise, I don't see him fight anyone.
yeah. That yeah, it is possible.
Yeah. And also the Big Mom stuff. I that was comedy as well because Big Mom and Ulti they both want to fight each other, but they also want to fight Nami after they fight each other. So why not just fight? Just why not just fight right now? Why wait for after you've killed each other or some shit like that? But Nami, I really like Nami because that was foreshadowed in Punk Hazard, where Nami has a sweet spot for children and people raising hands on children. She doesn't like it, obviously because of what happened in her past with her
Because
son,
of the
because
past.
of
Yeah.
Arlong. Yeah, because of Arlong. So I get it. And Tama being slapped, I mean, it was good for the story, and now it brought out the better in Nami after all. So, but I was surprised to
Yeah,
see
of
that
course.
Nami is going to fight Ulti one on one. I was hoping that Usopp fights Nami. Oh, Ulti, because Usopp always fights
Yeah.
that one uh, girl who's you know uh, outspoken or
Troublesome,
who's
troublesome
yeah,
for
a
rest of the
troublesome girl
group.
who's
Yeah.
just a brat. Usopp always fights that. But I guess this time
Mm-hmm.
it's Nami. Maybe Nami and Usopp they both defeat Ulti because page one is done. I think page one's done for at least 5 to 10 chapters. The only
Or
problem,
maybe for the rest of his
yeah,
for
maybe
the rest of the
hopefully,
fight,
yeah, hopefully for the
because
rest
of
of the
course it
fight.
was a Yonko's hit.
Yeah, that
So
quoted
yeah,
with Conqueror's Heart. So yeah,
yeah, of course.
still the only problem I have is what the fuck is going to happen with Big Mom. The only problem I have. Maybe Law and Kid fight her,
Mm-hmm.
some shit like that. I don't know. But I still don't have any answer
Yeah,
for Big Mom. Any answer.
yeah.
So Nami is definitely going to fight Ulti. So Big Mom, what the fuck she's going to do? I still don't know.
No, I think Big Mom's gonna knock out Ulti, or yeah, knock out her, and then like fight like she's coming to grab Usopp and Nami, and that time like Tama is talking to her, and like manipulating her just
But
because she's just a child,
would
and
that
I
be good
think
for the
that like
story?
Big Mom can be manipulated easily.
But would that be good for the story? I don't think so. A Yonko being
Yeah, of course
manipulated.
that won't be good.
Yeah, I would hate that.
No, but we, yeah, of course we would hate. No, like not hater, of course,
I
like
would,
not
I
hated,
would,
of course,
I would rather
because
have Big Mom go down in a clean one-on-one fight or in at least a group fight of some sort. I would also accept that. But I wouldn't accept Big Mom just being a slave of Tama. It's just like being a slave of Tama. She would do whatever the fuck Tama
yeah,
will ask. So Tama can
no,
tell
like
her to
okay, I
go fight
understand your
Kaido.
point. Yeah,
So Big Mom will start fighting Kaido. Like what? There
no,
should be
yeah, yeah.
there should be a good tie up with Big Mom because I think Oda still doesn't know what to do with Big Mom, to be honest. But I trust him.
No,
He might do something good
mm-hmm.
with her. I hope so. I don't
Yeah,
want
of
another arc
course.
with Big Mom in it, that's for sure. Just finish Big Mom in Wano. Just finish her story in Wano. I don't want her in Elba or anything. I would rather have Shanks in Elba.
No, but don't you think if Big Mom's in Elbaf, like no, but she hates Elbaf, so like I don't think so. She being there will do any like valuable stuff.
Yeah, and also Mr. Moj made a theory about how Elbaf is Shanks' arc and Shanks had the last poneglyph and he kept it with the giants because that is the safest place to be and no emperor would fuck with them. So the last poneglyph is safe with the Elbaf giants and then when Luffy defeats Big Mom in Wano and goes to Elbaf, they would welcome him and as a gift for defeating
Mm-hmm.
Big Mom, they would offer him the last poneglyph.
Yeah, it can be possible, but
This
we
is
still
this is
don't know that
This is
that the
Mr.
fourth
Mo's
poneglyph
theory,
is
by the
in
way.
Elbaf or with.
It has to be in Elbaf, otherwise
Yeah,
where would it be? The major arc remaining, the major island that we know of is Elbaf,
yeah,
which is yet to be
yeah.
discovered, properly. So Lodestar, I don't
Mm-hmm.
think that there is a poneglyph on Lodestar, and then the only big named island that we are yet to go at is Elbaf. So I think it has to be in Elbaf, secured by the giants. That's why no other emperor has
Mm-hmm.
gotten their hands on it. That would be a good explanation, but Oda could, of course, say it in his own words or do it better. I wouldn't hate
Yeah,
that too.
of course.
Yeah.